TRT is supposed to make you feel better. So why do you feel worse? Acne, anxiety, high hematocrit, low sex drive, bad sleep, water retention. These side effects are not random, and they are usually not happening because TRT is bad. Here is the first thing that you need to understand. TRT doesn't automatically causing side effects. Mismanagement does. Testosterone is a hormone that your body is already producing naturally. So restoring natural levels shouldn't really give you any side effects. Problems usually arise when levels, timing, downstream hormones, and the balance between those downstream hormones and testosterone is off. Side effects are usually a signal that your TRT protocol is not dialed in and you are not doing something correctly and there are some problems that you need to fix. And it doesn't mean that TRT is a failure or TRT doesn't work for you. Only your protocol is not working for you. So the first and most common reason why you can have side effects on TRT is simply because your testosterone dosage is too high. TRT is meant to restore physiological levels. I've seen it happening many times that people are getting prescribed way too much testosterone. The worst case was when I was talking to a guy who got prescribed 600 milligrams of testosterone. They didn't even check his blood work and they were just prescribing to him testosterone based on how he feels. If he feels good, then they were raising his dosage, and at some point he was feeling really bad. He did the blood work and his testosterone level was at 3000 nanograms per deciliter, which is way too high for TRT. His estrogen was also too high. He was having water retention and blood pressure problems. So more testosterone overall doesn't necessarily mean that you will have better results and you will feel better. Usually it just will lead to side effects that you need to manage very carefully, and it will just not be a good experience. Another huge factor is the administration frequency. So how frequently are you taking your testosterone? Maybe you are using a cream and you are forgetting to take it on certain days, and then you are going into this hormonal roller coaster which is giving you side effects. If you are taking injections, you're injecting too infrequent, and these hormonal crashes and spikes are giving you the side effects. Hormonal instability will lead to side effects and symptoms. So if your testosterone is going up and down during the week, your estrogen is also all over the place, you will just not feel good. On certain days, you will be very moody. On certain days, you will have anxiety, and you will just feel that something is really off. Most side effects people blame on TRT are usually caused by unstable hormone levels and not by testosterone itself. If you feel that you have fatigue between injections, closer to the next injection, you are starting to feel a bit more tired and your libido is going off, it's a clear sign that you are not injecting frequently enough. In general, the optimum minimal injection frequency should be twice a week. Not once a week, not every second week, not once every month. Twice a week minimum, but the more frequent is the better. Testosterone also converts into estrogen. That's normal and necessary. Estrogen is essential for good mood, high sex drive, for joint health, cardiovascular health, even brain health. Problems happen when estrogen is too high or too low. So estrogen is something that you want to keep at an optimal range, and it's also important that the level of estrogen is good enough for the testosterone dosage you are taking. So usually the more testosterone is in your body, the more estrogen is needed for you to feel good and not have any side effects. Also, if your estrogen is fluctuating a lot compared to your testosterone level, it will give you side effects. So most people don't have an estrogen problem, they have a mismanagement problem. And what you need to do to manage these things properly, you need to take multiple blood works so you know what's going on inside your body, why do you feel bad, and how you can fix that. TRT also doesn't override a bad lifestyle. So if you are drinking alcohol, you don't have a proper diet, your sleep is lacking, you are not taking the essential micronutrients, you will not get the full benefits of TRT. If the reason for your low testosterone levels before going on TRT was your lifestyle and diet, TRT will not really solve that problem, so it will only amplify that problem. It will maybe fix your testosterone levels, But if your lifestyle is broken, that's also something that you need to fix next to your hormone levels if you want to feel good and want to live a great life. Another overlooked cause of side effects is expectations. So your expectations are too high and you don't have a realistic overview of what you should expect on TRT. So TRT is not a stimulant. It will not automatically give you high energy. It will not automatically fix your motivation, sex drive if you have, let's say, insecurities about sex, discipline or happiness. So TRT gives you the tools, but it will not build the house for you. So if you are not putting in the work in the other areas, then TRT will not get you really motivated or feel amazing if you have other problems while you are feeling bad. So yes, in my opinion, it's a great tool and most people are not really depressed. In my opinion, most people are having low testosterone levels and that's why they are feeling so bad, that's why they are feeling so tired, that's why they are uninterested in women. But all in all, even if you fix your testosterone levels and you are an unhappy person, you will still stay an unhappy person just with higher testosterone levels. So when TRT is properly dosed, monitored and supported by a solid lifestyle, a good diet, good micronutrient intake and proper rest, side effects should be minimal or non-existent. The fact you are having side effects is telling you that you are not doing something right and you are not managing your TRT properly. If this video helped, like the video, subscribe, join to my free community and let me know in the comments what topic you want me to cover next time.